Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another comic book haul from Bullseye Comic Books. Today's a little different. It's not really keys or spec books. This is all movie, TV adaptations, video game comics, cartoon comics, some horror stuff like that. Um, so yeah, a little bit different today, but I think this is all stuff that I wanted to show off that I think you guys would enjoy. This is the Marvel Super Special number 21 for Conan the Barbarian with Arnie and Red Sonja on the cover there. And number 35 for Marvel Super Special also with Arnie for the Conan adaptation. I'm showing these first because they're magazine size. And then I got these recently at 2NC, Second and Charles. The Hook adaptation. This also came out in comic book form, but I thought that was cool to get it like that. And the T2 adaptation as well in magazine. Same, they also did a comic version of that. So I'll start with movies. This was another one I got at Second and Charles. This was the most expensive book I picked up there. It was like $7 or something, but I do get my 20% discount for teacher, and also you get that $5 off coupon if you use that. So not too bad altogether. This is a connecting cover of Campbell. J. Scott Campbell, I think, did these. And I think I have one of them, and I have the second printing that has all three together, which is awesome. Found that in the dollar bin. Man with a Screaming Brain. I have issue number 1. So I found, here's 2 and 3. And this is with Bruce Campbell from Army of Darkness and Evil Dead fame. And Ash is in Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash. Blair Witch, Dark Testaments. I believe this is like a prequel to Blair Witch 2. This is a Ghostbusters comic book. I think that's Venkman. Yeah, Peter Venkman on the cover there. This I had never heard of. Darkman versus Army of Darkness. Kind of interesting because Sam Raimi directed Darkman as well, so that was kind of a cool mashup. Thought I'd grab that. 7. This is issue 3 for Sloth. This was like the freakiest part in that movie, dude. If you watch 7, you know exactly what I'm talking about, where you think this guy's dead and he starts coughing. Oh my god. Scary as fuck. That is one I didn't have. I think I still need 1 or 2. Just a random Fright Night I didn't have. I have most of this run, but still working on chipping away at it. Tops Comics for Dracula, the movie adaptation. This is 404. And man, are these hard to find. For me at least, I've only ever seen one Final Destination comic, so definitely grabbing that one. That's issue 3, I think, of Death Never Takes a Vacation. Alien 3, number 1, the movie adaptation. Really cool cover there. Shout out to Poor Man's Comics, who I think recently showed this off at one of his haul. Guys, if you haven't, for some reason, go check his channel out. Amazing stuff, awesome hauls, great Instagram page too. The only problem is you're going to see a lot of stuff you're going to want to add to your list. This is the Barbed Wire movie adaptation, photo cover, and I believe it's newsstand. And this is issue 2 of the Starship Troopers movie adaptation. This is 2 of 2, so that completes for me. Now these are cool. My problem with a lot of the Terminator comics is they're not really connected to a lot of the movies that we like and stuff. I mean, some of them are, and some of them are great original stories and stuff. But this is cool because it takes place like in the Terminator 2 universe, and they had almost full runs of these. I just grabbed the ones I still needed. I had a few of these, so I think this completes for me. I think that's the only one I needed from Nuclear Twilight. And then there's Cybernetic Dawn. I don't actually know which one came first, but it's really cool to see like Sarah Connor and John Connor on there. So those are my Terminator 2 books. I showed some of these off a little while ago. I went ahead and grabbed another #1. This is like first Avatar in comics, and like, I don't know, with the way the collector's market is now, I feel like once a trailer drops for that, though, that could get hype. This was one of the few I didn't find. I found like a full run of this Tootsie's Path, but I didn't find #3, so I found both #3s, the A and B cover. So that completes, I think, for me. I love Buckaroo Banzai. Anything Buckaroo Banzai, I'm picking it up. So this was Origins. I think I only found like 2 Jurassic Park comics, and this was the one I needed for my Raptors Attack run, so I completed that. Very cool art. Love Jurassic Park. And then this one has been a harder series to find for me. I don't have many Return to Jurassic Parks, but I have that one. Some beautiful art by Greg and Tim Hildebrandt on these. This movie kind of sucked, but whatever. Dragonheart, this is the one where Sean Connery did the voice of the dragon, I believe. This is #1 and #2. So, okay, that's all the movie stuff. I'm going to rip right through here. We got cartoons and stuff. This is Monster in My Pocket, #4, I think, of 4, and looks like it's newsstand, so good shit. Muppet Babies, #24. This is the 3rd to last issue in newsstand. I actually have 25 and 26, so happy to get that. Found a huge run. Well, not a huge run, but I found basically every one of Transformers Generation 2 that I did not have, so I had to pick these up. So, happy to find those for $1. Every time I find a Shrek comic, it is beat to shit. So, this is the first one I found that wasn't, so I grabbed it. I like how it kind of uses the art from the movie. This is 3 of 3. Went ahead and grabbed another nice copy of Defenders of Dynatron City, #1. And shout out to Tim, the Canadian comic hunter. I think he just posted these on Instagram. I have 1 or 2 of issue 1, but 2 and 3 were eluding me until now, so I found nice copies of #2 and #3 of Biker Mice from Mars. Love it. Great series. Stone Protectors. This is when they kind of tried to use trolls as the trolls craze and cash in on that, make a cartoon. This I thought was a little bit of a racy cover for a cartoon comic. You've got Tom and Jerry eyeballing some girl dancing sexy for him, so definitely had to get that. I love Tom and Jerry. I collect more of the older stuff. I don't know if I want to get like all the Harvey stuff of them, but Chuck Norris, Karate Commandos, beautiful, really cool pink cover for #2 there. And then this, guys. I have one of these. I usually pick this up anytime I see it. I have another one. This is Racer X Volume 2, Number 1. This is like the Racer X from Speed Racer. And in this one, he is fighting like a serial killer, like a racist or Confederate serial killer. It's been a while since I actually read it, but it's Trip. I think that's crazy that that's a friggin' Speed Racer spinoff. Okay. We got the video game books now, boys. I have one issue of from this run already. So I found Army of Two, number 3, number 4, and number 6. I really enjoyed these games back when I played on console. If I remember correctly, 2 was the better game. It was a lot of fun, really good co-op game. Unfortunately, you could not get it on PC. Gears of War 24, it all ends here. Final issue of Gears of War. So I had to get that. I mean, I probably would have picked up whatever, but especially because it is the final issue. I did not really play much Gears of War. Agent 47, Birth of the Hitman. I love the Hitman games. It was actually the very first game I got for PC a very long time ago. That might age me a little bit, but the very first Hitman game was the first Hitman game I picked up for PC. So I liked how this uses the game art, and the comic itself I wasn't really a big fan of, like the art and the story, so I didn't pick it up when it came out, but in the dollar bin I figured I would grab it. Huge Hitman fan. Still got to play Hitman 3. But this, okay, so you guys, if you followed me for a little while, you know I'm like a friggin' Overwatch addict. And this comic came out recently, like a few months ago. This was probably a new comic. But I found a glut of these in a dollar bin at my LCS. And I just love Overwatch. I like this cover. For $1, I wasn't going to leave these behind. And this was also, there was a free comic book day Overwatch comic, and that came out a few years ago. And other than that, the only ones that came out, like you couldn't really get through your LCS. They were like con exclusives, or they came with like a toy or something, like a backpack hanger. And I found also a couple issue 2s. They were a little bit more rough, probably because of the dark spine. I did pick up an extra one of those, but I sent it off to a buddy in a care package. Resident Evil, number 2 from Wildstorm. The Witcher, I believe this is within one of the newer Witcher series, but you know, for $1. It's number 1 of 4 of Fading Memories. And this is also from the newer God of War series. I think this has to do with the newer game, which I haven't played yet because it's PlayStation right now, but it is coming to PC. They announced recently. Very excited about that. And all the PlayStation games coming. Now this is kind of, I mean, this is issue 2, but this is the only one that's like kind of key-ish, because I do remember not that long ago they announced something like this was option for a series. It is based on a video game, but yeah, so look for number 1 of Brothers in Arms if you can find it. I mean, I don't even know if that's still happening. You know, stuff gets optioned and then never gets made. I showed this issue before, Resistance. This is for like a PS3 game, kind of like an alternate history World War II where they're fighting aliens and stuff. But I grabbed another one, number 1, but I think I found the full run, and I'm just noticing these are out of order, so I apologize. That's number 6, number 5, number 4, 3, what is this, number 2, oops, we're out of space on there, number 2, and then this is really thin. It's only a couple pages, but it's from an old game. I think the first one was called Loaded, and this is Reloaded. So had to get that. And this I've never played it, but it is Udon. I know it's based on a video game. Got the White Wolf logo down there, and so I just grabbed it for $1 just because I know it's based on a game and it's Udon. Hellgate London, number 3. And then I found, I think, a full run of Crisis. This was a cool game. There are retailer, this is issue 1. Number 2, there are like retailer incentive ones for this that use the game art, which is awesome. I would have been cool to find those, but so this is 1 through 6 of Crisis. And that is actually all I have to show for today. So we're actually in under 20 minutes, which is huge. Again, no keys. Really, this was more just kind of a fun genre haul. Let me know what you guys think of that. Do you like watching this kind of thing, or you're more interested in just keys and spec books? Let me know in the comments. I'll put up a couple videos on the screen here that you can check out. I usually also put a playlist up of all my haul videos if you'd like to look at that. So thanks for checking it out, guys. And I do have a small stack of keys and some mail calls that I'll be doing soon as its own thing. So I'll see you guys soon.